So there's a number of different factors that are involved, clearly. One of them is the talent pool that exists in India is phenomenal. So that's an important factor for us, really well-educated, young population. And then the capacity for manufacturing is, of course, very important as well. But also, very importantly, it's the powerhouse of the next generation of data center and AI. And we see India as the biggest growth market globally, and that's the reason that we've chosen to be in India.
Mr. Tyagi, take us through Submer's global operations. What facilities do you have across the globe? What are the areas that you operate in? And what is your global headcount?
Sure. So the company was formed in Spain, actually in Barcelona, and that has a big central operation, as you can imagine. There's manufacturing capability or systems integration capability there, and a lot of design and R&D that happens in the head office. The next location is in Houston, in Texas, in the United States. And of course, that's very important. America is the largest market currently for this type of application of data center and AI. We have a good design capability and, again, another R&D facility there, as well as a customer experience center that we built very recently. And then Taiwan is another area, again, very important to be very close to the IT designers and manufacturers. We're working on the chip technology all the way up. So that's a critical area for us to be located as well.
And could you throw some light on the scale of investment that you're committing to setting up this new manufacturing facility in India? And what are the major milestones for this project over the next few years?
Yeah, so I think it's not just about the investment that we'll be making, which is going to be quite significant. It's about the ecosystem that we're going to be enabling in both design and build, in skills development for MEPs. You know, these are really important. So I think we're going to see multiple crores of investment happening in the region, and we're going to be bringing our ecosystem partners into the country as well to be part of that. So it's a multiple phased investment.
And how do your manufacturing plans in India align with the government's incentives for foreign companies to establish production bases here, especially given the broader push to make India a global export hub for advanced technology?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it's also one of the reasons that we decided to set up in India. We think that the government has got a really good handle on how to develop the infrastructure for India itself, but also for exports into other nations as well, particularly Asia. And so the capability that you've built in the country lends itself to us building a manufacturing facility here. And that is going to be, you know, we're already assessing a number of sites. We're already in discussion with a number of potential partners around that. It's too early, unfortunately, for us to make those announcements, but hopefully we will be doing that very, very quickly.
Can you elaborate on the types of strategic partnerships that you plan to pursue with local OEMs and ODMs as part of this India rollout plan? And how will these help to accelerate the adoption of your liquid cooling technology?
So one of the things that we should remember is the significance of semiconductors in India that is being introduced. And although it's early stages at the moment, we work from the chip upwards. So what we're seeing is establishment of semiconductor companies in India. We want to be working very closely with them. And then, of course, the localized manufacturing of IT equipment, of course, is very important as well. That follows the whole Made in India path. And we're planning to not just follow that, but actually lead on that as well. So, again, it's all about the ecosystem. So ODMs, OEMs are going to be close collaborators of ours to actually deliver the solutions. And it's not really about only liquid cooling. It's about the efficiency of compute that we're changing the game where it comes to that. And I think that liquid cooling is a part of that. And of course, our heritage in Submer is all around liquid cooling. But we're bringing a greater efficiency in the data center, including the IT equipment itself.
Mr. Tyagi, when we talk about electronics and especially semiconductors, the Indian government is aggressively pushing to make India a hub for semiconductors, and with the Semicon India program, which includes a massive capital outlay. For Submer, is Submer included in any active decisions and discussions with the Indian government, departments or agencies for any sorts of collaboration?
Yeah, your timing of the question is impeccable. Actually, we walked away from a meeting this morning with the government where we're in dialogue around the same subject.
Would you be able to elaborate on the same?
I think it's a little bit too early to say, but it is all around the development of semiconductors in an efficient manner or being deployed in an efficient manner. As we're seeing at the rack level, the power requirements are going to be very significant. So we want to make sure we're optimizing that and working in close collaboration with the government and with the entities around the government initiatives on semiconductors is critical.
We look forward to hearing more from you on this front. Shifting bases here, you have mentioned that you're creating over 5,000 high-value mechanical, electrical and plumbing jobs in the coming years. Could you put a time frame on these jobs and what kind of roles or expertise will be the most in demand?
Yeah, so we've developed some specific courses around this, and we are working with some of the skilling agencies in India, and you'll start to see the deployment of those courses hopefully within the next 6 to 12 months.
In terms of sustainability, what measurable environmental and operational benefits does Submer's technology offer to Indian operators? What is the USP here, and how will these help India achieve its climate and energy goals for the digital sector?
So I think a key factor in any of these new types of data centers is the amount of water that's being used. And with the Submer solution, we're actually reducing the water. We're not using any fresh water actually in the application. So if you imagine that, that's obviously a scarce resource, so that's very important. And because of the nature of the way that we're cooling the IT infrastructure, we are actually able to reduce the energy consumption, and that also helps with the emissions.
Mr. Tyagi, beyond the initial launch today, what is Submer's long-term roadmap for India? Are there plans for R&D centers, partnerships in AI, or expansion into emerging regional markets?
Yes, so you're going to see a number of customer experience centers. You'll also see R&D capability being built, and also a lot of software engineering capacity that we need for the company.
Finally, Mr. Tyagi, before we wrap up, how does India fit into your global strategy, and what benchmarks will define success for the company in this market over the next 3 to 5 years?
So we do believe that India is going to be the largest market, and therefore it's the perfect fit for us as we expand our business. And we do believe this will be the center point for all of our Asia operations.